if I want to fix and flip, let me tell you where I find deals. I don't find deals typically from agents or brokers or MLS. That's not where most deals are found. Where do we find most of our deals? If I'm just a fix and flipper, I don't need to do cold calling. I don't need to do texting. I don't need to do door knocking or direct mail or any of that stuff. If I'm just a fix and flipper, all I need to do is have about 10 or 15 wholesalers as my friends, and it's too many, there's too many opportunities. Okay, so like a guy like Ricky, all you have to do to go to Ricky if you want to do fix and flip is say, hey, Ricky, whatever you don't have the ability to flip, because he gets a lot of deals and he primarily focuses on fix and flip, you just say, Ricky, whatever you turn down, send over my way. Okay, so now you got inventory. But now the next thing is, how do I go get 10 more Rickies? That's an easy thing to do. Start with Ricky, start with Lenny.
I have wholesalers sending me emails of deals, but I don't see profit in them. I do the comps. My wife's a realtor. I have access to the MLS. I do the comps, and I just don't see any meat on the bone. Some of these houses, they look like garbage, and these people say, you know, it's a $20,000 rehab budget. Their numbers are just skewed.
Oh yeah, their construction numbers are always wrong, and their comp numbers are always wrong.
Their ARV is off. Like I don't. Horrible. Yeah. So a Ricky would be great.
Where do we get deals from with wholesalers? I never look at emails. I unsubscribe from everybody's email. And what I do is I send a text message 2-3 times a week and go, what do you have? 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 Typically, here's what's happening with people that are sending out deals on email. Okay. Like even Jamil, who sells, I think they sell close to 300 wholesale deals a month at this point. Like 85% of those are being sold how? They're being sold through text message before they ever go on a list.
Before the blast.
Before the blast. Let's say I could buy a deal on text message because I now have a relationship. You know how this works, Sam. You know that relationships trump everything else, right? So I look at a deal, let's say it comes to me at $200,000. And if I turn that deal down, Keegley is going to send that out on their email list at what price? Are they going to send it out at $200,000? No, they typically will send it out at like $225,000. Give themselves room to negotiate down closer. And so a lot of those deals you're seeing on an email blast, the strategy of those email blasts is calling the wholesaler and saying, hey, I want to buy this deal, but your numbers are off. And so I want to throw out an offer to you and say, I would buy this deal at 40,000 lower than what you have. And you'd be surprised at how many deals we buy that way. But the majority of the deals that we buy are directly through text message from wholesalers who they'd rather sell a deal to somebody they have a relationship with than go to an email blast. Most deals don't sell on email blasts. The people, the buyers, have been conditioned. The smart buyers like me, we've been conditioned to avoid the email chain at all costs, and we've just learned, go build a relationship directly with the wholesaler. So like, here's for an example. I have a guy here local, his name's Josh Barton. And I know Josh Barton is a wholesaler that's going out on appointments 3, 4, 5, 6 times a week. So Josh Barton said, I'll text him on Monday, hey man, what appointments do you have this week? And he'll go, I have 5 appointments, here are the addresses. He'll actually give me the addresses of the appointments he's going on. Okay. This is a guy that they spend $50,000 a month in advertising. Like they're savvy wholesalers. And even them, Sam, I'm going to guess a little bit about your personality. I think you're a little bit more of like an analytical type. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I would say I'm closer to Cody than you. That's
right. So analytical types, here's the challenge with that. You want to go through a list and you want somebody to literally tell you, do this, then do this, then do this, and then your output is this, right? That's what you want. Unfortunately, no business owner in the history of the world is ever going to be successful by just going, I do this task, and I wait exactly this much time, and I make this much money. You have to learn the personal skills of how these deals get done, because the majority of the people that are bringing you deals as wholesalers, do you think they're engineer type, analytical types?
No.
They're the absolute opposite of that. And they thrive on personality. They thrive on relationships and building personal relationships with people. That's how they thrive. So if all you're doing is comping people's email blast, you're literally doing the exact opposite of what you should be doing. You should be calling them and saying, hey, my name's Sam. I just saw this deal come out. I'm interested in it, but the price is out of where I need it to be. Are you guys negotiable on this price? They're going to say no. And this is where analytical types have a really hard time. Because you're like, wait, they said no, so I guess they mean no. No, they don't mean no, right? This is where the black and white brain has a really hard time. It's like, well, you said you weren't interested, but Pace is saying you actually are interested. What am I missing? Here's what you're missing. They typically have an inspection period on that property, as you probably already know. So if they have an inspection period on that property, guess what happens in 6 days, 7 days down the road? Now they're going to try and fire sell that property to anybody before their inspection period gets ran out. So the problem is you guys are looking on the MLS, you're waiting for a broker to send you deals, which good luck in this market. Like, why would a broker send you a deal when they could just throw it on the MLS? There's no reason why. So you're waiting for that stuff, which doesn't work. That's why I don't believe in on-market properties. Yes, you can get deals, but can you build a business based on market only? And the answer is no, you can't, okay? So what we do with wholesalers and their email list is I only use their email blast as a way to build a relationship with them. That's it. It's a conversation starter. That's it. Every time an email comes to me from a wholesaler, every time, what I do is I say, this is a great way for me to build a relationship with this person and just say, hey, I'm interested in this deal. You don't beat them up on their ARV. You don't beat them up on their renovation costs. They don't want to hear that, and everybody already tells them. They know the numbers are wrong. So what you do is you just say, hey, I'm really interested in this deal. Are you negotiable? The answer is going to be no, not really, or maybe, what are you thinking? You go, oh, man, I'm really low on this one. I'd be at 280. And they go, oh man, we're nowhere near that. Okay, no problem. Now what do I say? You say, how often are you guys getting new deals? I've got money to spend right now. How often are you getting new deals? And how can I develop a relationship with you so the second you get the deal, I'm the first person to know? Now you're getting a text message rather than an email blast. So what I've done with other people that go, I need to make money today. I need to make money today. Okay. We've done this multiple times with my wife where we show this on a live where I go, watch how easy it is for my wife to make $5,000 in the next 2 hours. And what she'll do is she'll just call wholesalers. She won't call wholesalers because she already has a relationship developed with like 100 wholesalers here local in Phoenix. So she just sends the same exact text message to all 100 of them, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste 100 times all the way through. Hey, this is, hope you're having a great day. Wondering if you have a deal for me to look at. Literally, it's all she says. And what'll happen is out of those 100, she'll get about 15 or 20 people send her, yeah, we just got this deal. Sometimes they're sending the exact same address as the other ones, right? Sometimes 3 people are sending you the exact same address because they're daisy chaining. And that's fine. You never want to ever say anything like you're doing something wrong or I've already seen this deal, right? You don't ever want to call them out on it because you're really trying to just build a relationship with people. And then what happens is out of those 15 deals, she looks at probably 10 of them because 5 of them are automatically, nope, don't want that. It's a 2-bed, 1-bath, or it's a, property that's basically falling apart, whatever. And we don't want that. So she then looks at the other 10, she comps those 10, and then she sends an offer on all 10. And then she buys a deal out of one of those 10. It's that easy. And the last time we did this Zoom was probably a month ago. I almost want her to do this just for you, Sam. Like, I want her to show you how simple this is and be like, hey, in a 2-hour time frame, watch my wife send 100 text messages, get 15 responses. It's never the same people, by the way, that are replying. And that's another thing that analytical people have a hard time with. They see like, oh, this person, it didn't even reply back to me. They must be bothered by me or upset with me. And it's like, no, they're just busy. They're driving. They looked at your text. They're like, nope, I don't have a deal, so I'm not even going to reply to Sam. Like, then the next time you send another group of 100 messages, the people that didn't reply to you last week are actually now the people that are replying to you this week, right? And you just don't get offended by it at all, ever. So then my wife goes through, she looks at those 15 things, immediately 5 of them are trash, like so bad. And she politely thanks them. Thank you so much for sending this deal. Probably not a good fit for me. Let me know when you have the next one. Have an awesome day. You're the best. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the opportunity. Polite, kindness, all that stuff. Something also analytical people have a hard time with is like over gushing compliments. And my partner Cody is like, you have to beg him for a compliment. So you got to be good at those things. And then the other 10, then my wife comps those. As she's comping them, she's like, don't like it. Here's the number I would buy. Here's the number I would buy. Here's the number I would buy. And every single one of them, she's shortcutting their price by 30, 40, sometimes $50,000. And she then sends them an offer and says, hey, price is probably a little bit high for me, but I would be a buyer at, no, you sent it out at 250. I'd be a buyer at 210. Let me know if there's any space for us to work on this deal. And then she'll get one of them that comes back and goes, yeah, if you can close in 3 days, you can be my buyer. Think about this, Sam. Think about if you have a relationship with Ricky, you have a relationship with Lenny, you have a relationship with 10 other fix and flippers in New Jersey. And all you do is your job is, Sam, to go and know every single wholesaler in New Jersey in the next 3 months. How do I know every single one of them? And essentially, I go do the same thing every single week. Text these same people. I don't have to cold call. I don't have to negotiate. I don't have to follow up with sellers. I don't have to to have a CRM, virtual assistants. I don't have to have anything. And then what I do is I go to Ricky and you go, hey, I got these 10 opportunities. Here's the price. I'll sell it to you for an extra $5,000 and you sell it over to Ricky for $5,000. Literally, if you want to make money this week, that's what you do.